What is up, Zaggy Nation? For this one we're going to be talking about scopes. We're out here at the Hirschfelden shooting range, and I get a question a lot: which scope is the better? We're gonna go through all of the scopes you can put on your rifles. Looking at this, I have all the rifle scopes you can currently get in the game, 6 of them. There is a True Vision Triton sight, a Red Raptor reflex sight, the standard one, this is the one you start off with, the Ascent 1-4, the Hyperion, which is by far my favorite, the Hylia, which goes on the lever action guns, and the Argos, which is the most powerful scope in the game, but I really do not like it. I'll test them all and just give you a feeling of what they actually does look like. And we are gonna be starting out with the True Vision Triton sights. This scope is actually really good for night hunting as it can be illuminated. You do this on PC by pressing the mouse button 3 on your mouse. Of course on your mouse. You don't have mouse buttons anywhere else, I believe. But this does make it a lot easier for shooting at night. Did get a 10 on that. So this is also on the 100 range targets, but doesn't really do anything except it glows a little. And now onto the red dot sight. Now, one of the really good things about this red dot sight is that it actually goes on pretty much every weapon except for the bows. You can use it on handguns, shotguns and rifle. One of the things that I really dislike about the red dot sight, the size of the red dot. My whole target simply just disappears in the red dot, which makes it kinda hard to do any accurate shooting, but it is definitely better than just running around with iron sights for shotguns and handguns. I wouldn't use it for rifles. Now onto the Ascent scope. This is the one that you start off the game with. It is actually a pretty decent scope. It has up to 4 times magnification, and you do actually have a really nice and solid scope in this one. Should be somewhat easy to acquire targets. Only got a 9 on that one. That's better. But this is actually a really decent scope. The one thing that I don't like about it is that when you actually look through it, you don't see anything of what is going on the screen besides in the scope. The barrel of the scope is really thick, so you can't see anything of what is going on around you. And on to the Hyperion. This is by far my favorite scope. I really do love this scope. It has the perfect amount of magnification, so you actually get really close to animals, and are very good for all the way up to like 250-300 meter shots. Should be fairly decent. Dead on bullseye. And it's not as thick as the Ascent and the Argos, so you still have somewhat of a feel what is going on around you on the screen, and the field of view in the actual scope is actually pretty big too. So I can really highly recommend this. It is cheaper than the Argos, but it is one of the most expensive scopes in the game. On to the Argos. I'm convinced that if I'm shooting anything below 200 meters, I really do like the Hyperion 10 times better. But if I'm going for shots like 300-400 meters, which I do once in a while, this one actually does have some quality to it, but it is just so rare. Once again, you have the thick barrel of the actual sight. It has a lot of sway because you're this close to the animal, so it just really is harder to actually keep it still. So if you don't have a lot of money, I wouldn't go out and buy this one as the first one. And now onto the Hylia scope. This scope only goes on the lever action gun and is actually the only scope you can attach to the lever action rifles. And it is quite good. I really do like this one. I don't hunt a lot with the lever action guns, but the scope is really definitely nice. And the barrel of the scope isn't as thick as it is on the Argos and the Ascent, so it's actually really easy to see what is going on around you too. I'll quickly try to show you the 2 scopes that actually goes on this bad boy. You might think this one, the handgun sight, True Vision Triton sights, does. But no, doesn't fit the 454. The Ghost Shark Red Eye does though, and this scope is amazing. I am really a huge fan of this. It kinda just turns this one into a right sniper rifle, I think. It's really amazing and so easy to acquire targets, even for faster shooting. The handgun scope really does change your experience handgun hunting. And then, as said, the red dot sight also goes on this one. Once again, we have the huge reticle, So it gets pretty hard to actually see what is going on down there. And that's it for the 454. We have one more gun though. The shotgun. This is the Cacciatore. It's actually really bad, in my opinion at least, with the iron sight. Can't really see anything of what is going on down there. It's really, really big, and we have no idea what we hit. But we have awesome news for you guys, because you can actually go in here and equip the red dot sight. Once again, we have the red dot sight with a little zoom. Once we spec into that, it does make it a little easier. It's still not perfect though. Taking one final look at the last scope here. This actually turns the shotgun with slug ammunition into a sniper rifle on short range. Anything below 100 meters, you're gonna have no problems taken down with this. It is amazing. And especially with the Cacciatore, it just helps out so much. I hope you guys really liked my little show off of the different sights here on the range. If there is anything else you really would like me to cover, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe.